Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm at one of my favorite places. I'm gonna get my mics out. I'm running a little bit late. I can see y'all's chat. Y'all bear with me a second. All right, y'all. Here's my mic. I'm gonna get y'all to help me. Do y'all hear me tapping it? No, I ain't at the sportsman club. I'll tell y'all about it in a minute. Okay, you hear me tapping it? Yeah, I didn't bring the other mics. These are the ones that we use. That we use all the time. If I can get the windscreen on it here. All right. So I'm down here at the sportsman club. Not the sportsman club, the brickyard. And boy, see, I was forced to get out of the house because I had to go put some antifreeze in the truck. Hello there. I had to put some antifreeze in my truck, in my Chevrolet. Do y'all hate to get to stirring? Do y'all hate to get moving around? Yeah, that's right. I was forced. I'm going to try to move this where I can see it a little bit better. And maybe y'all can see better down the road. Hello there. I'm moving the camera so much I can't. I want to like see if a deer walked across the road or something. So hello everybody. I told y'all I wasn't gonna let you down. I'm gonna be doing live videos, y'all. I'm gonna keep doing lives. Oh, y'all, I'm pretty laid back. It don't bother me a bit sitting right here. And I can see if a deer walks across there. And this place is full. Yeah, it's cold here too. Probably gonna have to roll up the window in a minute. But anyway, I just hate to get started, boy. Leave my little snuggle bunny at home. Laid back as they come. Yeah, I am. I am pretty laid back, y'all. As long as I ain't around people. Hey, is that Steven there, y'all? Was that Steven? Yeah, it's cold. Oh, I talked to Kathy this morning, y'all. And probably a bunch of y'all already know it. But she made another channel. And they say when you start, oh, it was Tammy. Oh, Danny Steven. Yeah, I see it there now. Danny Steven. Yeah. Hey, that's my big channel there. So when you start a channel, and it's been so long, y'all, I'm about to forget, but I think they like evaluate your channel. And they did, and then they shut her channel down. Oh, there's Kathy there. Yeah, they shut her channel down, y'all. But that YouTube, I mean, they do like they want to do. You can write them a letter. You can do anything you want to do. They do like what they want to do. Anyway, you know what I mean? I think that's a little bit harsh. I mean, she already lost all her subscribers. And she didn't make a whole bunch of money. And she lost that too. I mean, she lost everything. You know, you would think that, like, they would know, that YouTube would know that I better straighten up, you know? But I mean, you know, I don't know. And I think there's like a couple of ways around it. And I've mentioned it to her, and I think she already knows it. I think she already knows it because she said just enough that I figured that she knew by just what little bit she said. But your phone, your home phone, it's got who you are. And it don't matter. Somebody else can take your phone and mess you up. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, see, when we leave and go camping, we take all our stuff with us. Because, I mean, somebody can pick your phone up and mess you up. And matter of fact, you know, that they could go in there and delete your channel. She ain't got no channel wide up. She made another channel and they shut it down. And don't get me wrong, y'all. She like to make that little $100 here and there that she made. But I've talked to her enough to know that she enjoys. Oh, it's back up? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I can't, I'm on my phone. I can't put a link in there. Okay. I know, like, they might have been evaluating you, Kathy. Because they, you know, just because you got enough subscribers that go live, it still takes a little bit, to, you know, hey, I mean, I don't remember what they do, but they do something. But yeah, y'all, I mean, she was kind of, and like I say, it don't mean she don't like money. Everybody likes money. But I've talked to her enough to know she's kind of more, uh, her way of uh, talking to people, that was worth more to her than the money. And I mean, I'm the same way. I would probably do it if I didn't make no money. Because hey, Tony, you got to kind of enjoy what you do, I don't know if I do it as often. Get on, Southern ideas. But when I started, I wasn't worried about making no money. I was just like everybody else that I talked to see me. They said, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that for nothing. I said, yeah, you would too. But like, Nina, do you want me to drop her link? Yeah, you can put it in there. I see a truck down there, y'all. It's way down there. They stopping and looking out there. A lot of people come down here and illegal. From the truck door. But yeah, y'all, I mean, when I started out, me and Mama both, we didn't care about the money. Well, we didn't even really know about the money. Well, and I tell you what we care about, and it's kind of crazy. We wanted to be, people like what you're doing. People that enjoy what you're doing, see who this is. And we did, and that's what we did. Hanging out on dirt road. Yeah, I ain't driving today because, I can't see the chat. And, I wanted to know if you can go live down here too. And I figured you probably could. See, some of these places, Danny needs to go. I didn't see that. And y'all, I caught a little bit of that. I seen that name in there. And I reckon that might be a little different than everybody else. And my buddy's messing up, and he's my buddy. Man, I'll get all over his ass. If he's messing up with people and showing up, I'll get on his ass and I'm not going to defend him. You know what I'm talking about? And I mean, I don't want to piss him off, but I mean, I don't really care. I mean, he's acting worse than County Boy, you know? He's acting worse than County Boy ever thought about. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. I ain't gonna sit there and say, well, he's my buddy. Well, I mean, he still might be my buddy, y'all. He still might be. But I ain't gonna stand there and say, hey, it's all right. Because it ain't all right. I mean, I've like near about jumped on my friends before about the way they was doing their wife. Or it might have been girlfriend, you know. We had one buddy that he was knock his old lady around, you know. I hate to say stuff like that on the live. Oh, because I'm in YouTube listening, you know. But I mean, and she forgive him I don't know how many times. Which, I mean, you know, women will. Especially when they want to believe you. And you might can do it to them. Yeah, and I mean, women are kind of fickle when they in love. You can say, I'm sorry. I'm going to turn over a new leaf. And they'll forgive you. But they won't just keep on forgiving you. You know, if you're doing some kind of heavy duty stuff, you know. You know what heavy duty is. But yeah, you know, people liked him. There's people that liked him. And I mean, I do myself. Grandma did. Grandma does. But like when it comes to this kind of stuff right here, I don't just overlook it. And I don't just sit here and keep my mouth shut. And say, well, I want to stay out of it. Because I'm friends with both of them. No, that ain't what you do. You have some backbone. And you say, you're messing up. Like, don't you see what you're doing? And buddy, if she gets gone, if Kathy gets gone, he's going to be sorry. If you listen to me, Tim, you know I can see in the dark. Well, I see in the dark. Whenever they leave, it's hard to get them back, boy. It's hard to get them back once they done made it happen. They get away and they gone. Sometimes you can't even talk to them. They get hard-headed. They won't listen to your ass no more. Matter of fact, they don't even want to hear what you got to say. Oh, I'm telling you, boy. You better mind out what you're doing. Because when they gone and they get hooked up, you can't do nothing with them no more. And the same buddy I was talking about a while ago, oh, by God, she did leave him one day. She left him. And 20 years later, after just failed relationships, there's a pretty woman. She had big knockers, boy. And I mean, she was pretty. Like, I mean, and she loved him, you know? Like, what more do you want? Man. Y'all know how a man is. What more do you want? And after that, he had failed marriages, failed girlfriends, one right behind another. You know where he is now? He's by himself. He's by himself now. Y'all might want to tell your husbands to get in there and listen to me. He is by himself. Big football star. She went to all his football games. She always got him a bunch of stuff for Christmas, like he was a little boy. He said, let me figure the years, y'all. 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50. Like 45 years later, he said, Danny, why don't we invite Lily to your house and let's go out and eat supper? And then I'll be there. I said, okay. I called her up the phone. She said, hey, Danny, how you doing? Been a long time since I seen this pretty woman, y'all. Just a pretty woman. Just like I described to you. I said, you want to let's meet and go out and eat or, whatever it was I said, I don't know if I was talking about, go out and eat or eat at our house or whatever, She said, yeah, I'll be glad to do it. Me and Tammy. That's what she thought. And I said, well, I said, Lily, there is one more thing. Because I ain't going to sit here and trick her. And I'm not going to trick y'all neither. I'm just that kind of person, I said, Tony's going to be here. She said, oh, no. Oh, no. No, no, sirree. You know, that young, jealousy stuff that he had. Yeah, give me a thumbs up, y'all. I left the house and come down here to talk to y'all. You at least can give me a thumbs up. That young, jealous man, he was. He wasn't quite so bad no more, you know. Not quite. But it's too late, boy. And I told him, he's like asking me about it. Boy, I like laid it on him. I mean, I told him he was a rotten thing because me and Tammy was there. A lot, a lot, I seen him spit in the face, call her names, every kind of name. He's a big old joker, boy. He was big old joker. He haul off, make her lip bleed. I looked over at her, she had a little tear coming out of her eye. Blood coming in from her lip. I stood up. And y'all, this was a good woman. And she still is a good woman. That just beat all I ever seen. Y'all see that truck there? And I mean, there was others too. I told Tammy, me and Tammy talk all the time. I said, Tammy, I said, things are worse than I thought. I think that's a woman there. Some men look like women. Some women look like men. You know what I'm talking about? And you know what us men think about when we see women like that? We'd say, how you like to get that right there? That's what we think about, y'all. Yeah, y'all. I mean, I'm glad Tammy's got me. I'll see. I'm pretty good at Tammy. And I don't hold no. She'll get mad every once in a while. She got mad when we was fishing. But I mean, she tries to watch. Hell, that is a woman. That was a woman. And it looked like a woman I know, too. You know, us men now, let me tell you, we are a little bit weird now. We are a little bit weird. You ever went to bed and dreamed about your wife or your husband, and you wake up mad at them, and they ain't even doing nothing? Zoom in. Hey, oh, oh. Hey, I'll see if I can. Is that better? Or tell me, do I need to do it some more? Hey, I got mad at Tammy this morning. She ain't even doing nothing. Dreaming, y'all. I'm going to tell you something. And women, whenever they get things figured out, they are hard-headed, boy. They are hard-headed. And then you can't tell them nothing. That's if they'll even answer the telephone. Boy, it's supposed to get down to 19 degrees tonight. She's probably looking for a pine cone to make a wreath. When she got close over here, she was looking at me now. But I mean, people will, like, when you act a little suspicious, you know. She was like, she was looking there. I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all what happened about the mics. See, I don't really think I've told y'all. I bought a mic adapter for them 3 cameras I got. I bought a mic adapter. And the whole reason for buying a mic adapter, you know, I could plug the microphones up, but I could, you know, I mean, the thing could go dead. The battery would die. So with that mic adapter, they got a place to plug your microphone in, but they also got a place you can plug your power supply in, or plug it into the wall and plug it in. And they got a double hookup. And the one I bought was tore up. And I didn't know it was tore up. And I said, well, damn, you know, I can either have the mics or I can either have the power supply. We can't have both. But I knew it was supposed to work. And I said, well, I can buy the mics that me and Tammy use, what y'all used to hearing me use. I'll show it to you. That's what y'all used to hearing us on right there. They want Bluetooth. So I said, what I'll do is I'll get these other mics. And I said, you can either hook them up direct or I can Bluetooth and charge and have a microphone at the same time. Oh, I went ahead and ordered them DJI microphones. Actually, I got a real good deal on them because immediately they went up on them. I don't know, I don't know how they can sell quality mics like that, but anyway, I ordered them. It's taking a long time to get in. And I told Tammy, I said, this adapter is supposed to work. I said, I'm going to order one more. I said, I'm going to order one more because I knew it was supposed to work. And I ordered another one. And when it got to the house, I plugged it in, and you can plug the charger and the microphone in at the same time. So then I didn't really need the DJI mics because I got a good set of mics. All right, but here's the good thing, y'all. Here's what I wanted to tell y'all. Now I got 4 mics. And sometimes every once in a while, you need 4 mics. Hey, when we was in the boat the other day, when we made on Tammy's channel, we made the video, we was in the boat, we didn't have 2 mics. But now we got 4 mics. Because I sent that bad adapter back, and they sent me another one. So I got 2 good adapters and 3 good cameras. And 4 good microphones. And them DJI mics, they real good because when I was messing with them at the house the other day, I went live the other night with them on Tammy's channel, but when I was messing with it, Tammy's over there talking on the phone. They was picking her up talking on the phone. And that can be a good thing and a bad thing. But I found out it's got a noise cancel on it. And I cut the noise cancel on and messed with the mic gain settings and about got it figured out. But there's nothing wrong with these mics that I'm using right here. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm back. Heck, Tam, we're gonna have to tie you to the chair. Tam is coming along pretty good on her channel, y'all. She's outdoing me. She's outdoing me. She finally beat me. She beat me at chess one time. She thought she did. And boy, that done her so good, beating me at chess. Because I'm the chess champion, y'all. Yeah, I am. Y'all, women look down on that. A man aggravate a woman. And I mean, a woman might even sit there and fuss and wow herself. But I mean, all the women I know, they get tired of it. And they don't want you just to keep on and on and on. And no, I don't know that from experience. But I don't have to be experienced to know that. I just know like women's kind of no nonsense. They'll get tired of some shit, you know. They'll get tired of some shit. And you best know when that is. Or your little cook and your little instant girlfriend, she gonna be gone. And all of us men know, y'all women can do pretty good. You know, never miss a beat. But us men, hey, they don't nobody want us. They don't know woman want us, yo. But the women, they could go on and get them a boyfriend that same day if they want one. But they don't nobody want us, yo. So that means what we better do is we better straighten up. When they say don't talk to me no more for 5 minutes, you need to look at your watch. That's what Tammy told me on the boat. Don't talk to her for 5 minutes. So I didn't let her see me. I turned around and looked at my watch. And I said, Tammy, I'm trying to drive the boat now. Will you get me a Coca-Cola? But the thing about Tammy, here's the thing about Tammy. If she do get mad, actually, Steven's the same way, y'all. You know what I mean? They don't stay mad long. If I get mad, you know, I've got better because on YouTube, you know, you really have to overlook a lot of stuff, you know. And I'll tell you something else I learned on YouTube too that's pretty important is sometimes people can say something and you take it a different way. When they actually didn't mean nothing in the world by what they said, you just take it a different way, and you got to learn not to jump the gun, you know. That's why when you see us live, we'll give somebody quite a few chances, you know, because, you know, that does happen, you know. But when we realize, you know, what they're doing, you know, they hit the door. That's what the man science teacher used to say. Hit the door. That means go stand there in the hall. I said, well, you reckon Sherry can come out here and stand there in the hall with me? Hit the door. Hit the door. You know, I liked him. I really did like him. You know, he was pretty tough. But he was a good man, you know. You know how I know he was a good man? His wife was a teacher, and she was mean as a snake. She might even be a little meaner than a snake. She come in there when he was in the 7th grade. She come in there drinking a cocoa. Hell, we ain't had no cocoa. And she's drinking that Coca-Cola for an hour and a half. Seemed like. You know, I don't like it with the window rolled up. And, you know, one time they closed this road up. You couldn't drive in here. I think I told y'all about it. You couldn't drive in here. I don't know why they closed the road up. But we come down here in the boats. And man, we had tents set up down here, a fire burning, we had girls dancing. We had coolers sitting everywhere. You know, we always had the women around, you know. Well, sometimes. Sometimes we did. Now, Tammy, and she was always with me now. Always with me. You know, they like when we go camping with them and everything. I said, well, I'll tell you right now, you know, Tammy's come. And if it ain't all right for Tammy to come, it's okay, but I ain't going to go. If Tammy can't go, I ain't going. You know, I mean, they didn't mind Tammy, you know. They didn't none of them mind Tammy going. Sometimes they'd bring other girls down here. And like one of the men would get in a fuss with the other friend's girlfriend. I remember one morning, this girl, she got up and cooked some eggs. And she put a little bit more eggs on her boyfriend's plate. I ain't joking, y'all. I ain't making this up. I guarantee you, Tammy remembers it. She put a little bit more eggs on her boyfriend's plate than she did the other boy's plate. And the other boy seen it. Boy, look here. I had to get up out of the tent and break it up. They was about to fight, boy. And the other man, you know, it is Slim. The other man, he couldn't hardly get over, you know, like what was happening, you know. He said, hey, y'all just calm down. There's enough for me to go around for everybody, you know. But that ain't exactly what he said was enough to go around for everybody. He said something else. Hey, we was about crazy, you know. Everywhere we went, we made people mad. And then I was the muscle, see. Them boys would have got their tail tore up without me being around, you know. Where you going, Heck Town? Good Lord, good night. Heck Town, does that mean I have to start talking to you to keep you on you? Well, I don't think I can say nothing bad about Heck Town Homestead. And the only thing I could do is make something up. And I ain't gonna do that. Watch them trees, y'all. I hear this wind blowing back here, boy. And y'all laying all bored to the side. A good night, Heck Town. Appreciate you coming in there. Appreciate everybody coming in there. This is like, it's one of my favorite places, y'all. And I wished I'd have brought one of my other cameras. Because I still got this. Let me show you what I got. I still got this thing of white earth that I am going to put it out. And see if somebody steals it. But I done figured out my truck don't need to be around. And I got a secret, y'all. I got a secret. Let me tell you what the secret is, y'all. And see, they make all kinds of stuff for them cameras. One of them is a plastic case. You can put it down 200 foot underwater. I said, okay, that's good. And I will going to be doing that. Danny, I asked you earlier, what? So, I got this good idea, y'all. I said, what if I get me another case? Because it wasn't $14. Besides, it wasn't going to cost me nothing. I just spending Tammy's money. You know, because Tammy's the one that makes all the money. That's what I heard anyway. And I said, Tammy, go to town and get me one roll of camouflage tape. And I said, when you sit down tonight, I want you to camouflage that clear case where I can hide that camera. She said, okay. She sat down there, boy, for 2 hours. I wouldn't have never done it in my life. Getting every little thing perfect. I went and bought me some mounts. Remember when she was fishing? Remember when her and Dina was fishing in the mayor's pond? I bought some mounts then. I went out there to the home store and I bought some mounts. And I ain't even used them. Matter of fact, they right here. Watch this, y'all. Now, y'all know how these phones and all this stuff, you can screw something into it, you know, like to go on the tripod. They all got a hole. All the mounts and everything. Look here. And I said, well, I might want a long one. So I bought me a long one. And this will screw right into them mounts. I said, Tammy, I know where Lover's Lane is. I said, Tammy, I'm finna to go put these cameras out in Lover's Lane and see what happens. Oh, no, you ain't. I said, what? Oh. I am going to do some spying, y'all. Listen, I don't want nobody to know it. I really, truly don't want the local people to know this, but I'm going to tell y'all. As if you promise not to tell nobody. I'm going to put a line of bush hook in the river. And I'm going to put a brick on the bottom of it and a plate. And let it represent a fish. And see how many people pull up to that line and check it. And then I'm going to get up on Facebook. And I'm going to let everybody know that you can't trust this person. And I'm going to do that, y'all. I am going to do that now. It's all right if I tell y'all, as long as y'all don't tell nobody, you know. Oh, when I leave the house, see, I hide one out there at the edge of the yard to see if Tammy leaves, you know. See if she's going anywhere. Because she has beat me down at the store before. And y'all right up. Hey, boy, he's having a hell of a time. He's on leave or something or other. And he's having trouble with his knee. And he's going to be out for a pretty long time. And I really don't, you know, I mean, White Earp's still young, you know. And I don't know how, I don't know how he's going to make it to retirement age. And they doing therapy on him. And then they're going to see how that goes, you know. I'm going like, you know, I mean, he's having a time. Yeah, he's younger than you, Kathy. I think like he's 52. Oh, listen here, y'all. Now, I think I might know about this. I might have heard of it somewhere down the line vaguely. But he wore some kind of thing that tells you how many steps you've took that day. And, you know, he's talking to me on the phone. And it sounded like a hell of a lot of steps. I don't remember how many it was. But it sounded like a hell of a lot of steps. And I looked it up. You know how they got on the computer, they got stuff where it'll translate something or other. That's about 9 miles that he walked one night. You know, one day, he works day shift. 9 miles. And, you know, he still went to the doctor. Doctor said, your phone would do that? Okay. I don't have to check my steps, y'all. I can just ask Tammy. But, let's see. Where was I at? Oh, the doctor told him his damn knee was wore out. Cause he's got a new knee. From 2021. Hey, I'm down here at the Brickyard Landing. I mean, he went to that doctor, that specialist, you know. He said, "Hey, buddy, you done wore that knee out." And I mean, boy, hey, you know, y'all know how I think about things and everything. Boy, like, how in the hell is he gonna make it to retirement age? You know, he only got 10 years to go, you know. Hey, y'all, you know one time, and listen, we've done it two ways. One time, Tammy left, and she shouldn't have left. She said, "Well, you still ought not being over there." But I was completely innocent. And the other time I left, she laid the law down to me. You have to be careful laying the law down to me. And I left. And boy, that was the darkest time in my life I ever had. There's such a thing as being around people and still be lonesome. Remember me talking about losing your personality? You can lose your personality. And you can get where people don't give a shit about you. And I'll be honest with y'all now. A lot of women, whenever they get around me, they kind of don't do a bunch of big talking and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But I mean, I'm telling you, they don't. And I lost that one time. And I seen some women like just dogging their husband out and stuff. And I'm telling you, women usually kind of watch it when they around me. I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all know, but I do not know. I'm telling you. I promise you, I don't know. But I lost my personality one time. Yeah, boy, it took a long time for it to come back, you know. And even after I come back home, it still took me a long time, you know. I come at the house. I told y'all I wouldn't mess with Tammy because I didn't want to do that to her, you know, because I didn't know if I was going to stay. Shit, boy, I was lost. And even though, she said it's all right, come on, I wouldn't do it. Because it done already done hurt her enough, you know. And I think y'all probably understand. But I mean, I got all right. The thing about me is I have to watch out being the macho man, y'all. Because that's just in me, you know. The macho man. Tammy don't mind you. She don't mind. You know, I'm her macho man, you know. She don't care. But I tell you what, you know, she had them pellets put in there. And I think she had them pellets put in. And then I think she skipped a day and then went and had that shot put in her back. And look at her, son. She is like a completely new person. I mean, you know, I mean, like, boy, like sugar just won't fall off of her. You know, it just sticks to her. And I ain't joking neither. And yeah, I tell you what she told me. She said it's hard to believe that I went all them years and you know didn't know about them pellets. And it's a right good little bit of money. I think $350. I think it might be 4 times a year, you know. But without that pellets, she's actually dangerous if she's driving a car. You know, you sure don't want her to have no 4-wheel drive or nothing like that, you know, because she'd be like trying to run over somebody uptown, getting in an argument about a parking spot or something. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. if you just grouchy as hell, you know what I mean. Christina, my daughter, she went and had hers done, and she didn't hardly have none of that neither. And I'm gonna tell you something. She used to get on to me all the time, like, oh, she worse than Tammy. I said, Tammy, Christina, like, will you just leave me alone for a few minutes? Like, call up Tammy at work. Danny's drinking. And then, boy, here comes Tammy. Because, like, see, when Tammy come home, I was going to act like I was asleep, see. Christina messed everything up. Then here comes Tammy. I tripped. I was watching the movie and I had me a bunch of cover. It was all wrapped around my feet. And I got up my trip, fell in the floor. I tried to tell Christina I'd done that on purpose just to see what she would do, but she didn't buy that, you know. But I mean, and then they both getting on to me. But if you think that, like, now listen, I want to warn you. It'll make you like you're 17 years old again. I want to warn you about that. But I think it's just like a little simple test they can do to see how much of that you got, you know, if your body's producing enough, and you know that stuff to do with your mood and your temper, a bunch of things. But Tammy's doing, man. She's doing better than ever. You know that, I know y'all seen that video. I turned loose of Tammy this morning. She was walking out there where Stephen was. That ain't how she was walking. And if, yeah, hormones is what it is, Jane. And I know how Tammy walks, y'all. I know how she walks, like when she's needing that shot in the back. And, instantly, when she got that shot in the back, instantly, I said, how long did it take to work? She said, I could tell it when I got off the table. So that's pretty doggone good now. And then, I'm not having to have the headache every night. And I don't know if she's going to keep, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to tell her I got the headache every night. I got a migraine. So she's going to wind up getting me off. She's going to wind up getting me. Anyway, y'all, I'm shooting a bull with y'all, but I'm actually telling you the truth. Hodge, how much water you drink? Not hardly none. Not hardly none. Not hardly none. Every once in a while, I get me a big old glass of cold water. We got one kind of refrigerators that's got the cold water in the door, But I know I don't drink enough, Why should, why, Slim? When I was saying I had the headache, I was actually lying to Tammy. You know what I'm talking about? I tell you what, when I get home playing my voice, I'm call you up, gush you out. I didn't get exactly what she said, but yeah, like I was, like how the women talk about I got a headache. That's what the women do, Hey, y'all, that's what I'm having to do. I got the headache. I got the migraine. My battery's dead on my car. I got a flat tire. And she's going to get me. She's going to get me. I talked to William last night, y'all. Long time on the phone. We had a pretty good conversation. We talked about a little bit about everything. Yeah, y'all, it's supposed to be 19 tonight. And y'all don't know about it, but I was driving that Chevrolet truck, the one I pulled the boat with. Something happened, like the belt come off, a little pulley froze up and belt come off. But I lost my antifreeze, see? And we had to get some more, I don't know. We didn't think about it, y'all, until today, or yet, last night. I told Tim, it's better get some antifreeze. It's supposed to get 19 degrees, And she went out and wrapped the foots up to the boat motors. I got 2 boat motors. So see, they got water in them. And she went out and wrapped them up. I said, Tammy, did you wrap them foot of them motors up? She says, yep, I done already done it. I said, did you cut the refrigerator off in the camper being we ain't gonna go? She said, yep, I done already done it. I said, did you put the antifreeze in the truck? She said, no, buddy, you gonna do that. I said, no, Tammy, why you want to treat me so bad? You know my back's hurting. I got an ingrown toenail. I need a haircut. I need to shave. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Tammy. Well, she made me get up, had my cover and everything. And I had to go out there and drain the water out and put the antifreeze in there, slaving. Stephen come up there laughing about Timmy made you get out here and put the antifreeze in. He was putting his hand over his mouth laughing, but I seen him. So I tell y'all what, I only got one headlight. So I better be getting on down the road. So I got two headlights, But when I cut my lights off, they won't cut off. One of them will, one of them stay on. So Tammy wasn't there to fix it or nothing. So I just unplugged one of the lights. I still got one light. And if Tammy was here, I would get her to go out there and just plug that light up, and I'd talk for 15 more minutes, 15 or 20 more minutes. But Tammy ain't here. I don't want to have to get out there and plug the headlight up. I really might ought to, But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to still be doing my lives. I want to tell y'all I appreciate it. There's nothing going to change on this channel, y'all. I'm still going to be doing the lives. And like sometimes I'm busy, Sometimes I ain't. But you'll be able to count on me for doing the lives. And I do want to tell y'all that y'all are a nice bunch of people. And I told Grandma the other day, I said, they're pretty smart too. I said, these people's pretty smart. And, boy, I can't say too much about it. Boy, these people telling her what she needs to do and what she don't need to do, and good God Almighty, man. And she don't, she likes to do what she wants to do, and that's what she does. But, I told her, this is pretty smart people right here now. They're telling her to get rid of the dog. And that dog really might be a heaven sent, y'all. The dog really might be heaven sent. I like the dog myself. And he likes her, y'all. But anyway, that's enough of that. Hey, y'all, I want to tell y'all I appreciate it. I do got to get on out of here or plug my other headlight up one. But I've been on here a long time. Hour and 20 minutes looks like. Hey, y'all, we'll see y'all again. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to do the thumbs up. Don't forget to support Tammy and Stephen, Grandma. Hey, y'all. Like let's just all get together and sing Kumbaya, Kumbaya. Bye-bye, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs back. Good night, y'all.